I can't remember. It's all gone now.
Oh,
Her face,
no.
her voice,
Oh, that's
light
why
I
they
saw in
animated
her
it like
eyes.
that.
and yet I continue.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 16 of Frieren, Long Lived Friends.
Well, that seems to be a long-running theme of this show.
Extra true for elves.
We'll see what this is specifically referring to, but if you're excited for this episode of Frieren, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see all these episodes on Patreon right now in their extended full-length forms of all the shows we're watching, check out the link in the description below and join now. All right, are we excited for episode 16 of Frieren?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Somebody's going fishing.
Hey, Zine!
Oh, this is Zion's backstory and his
All
friend.
right.
There's a mage passing through. He said he's got time to take our photo if we hurry.
Never heard of it. A photo? What's that?
Whoa.
Just come on. Don't worry. It'll be an adventure. The start of our legend.
He's gonna find
An
him.
introvert and an extrovert.
Yeah, and Zion's just looking for him. It feels like Mirio and Sun Eater.
I was getting that vibe too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see
Yeah.
them reunite.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to say, I say it every freaking scene, but that scene of them was super well animated. Like, it's just so crisp and beautiful and artistically driven, like cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
You said this guy's a strong warrior, right?
He's a dwarf who stood guard over the next village for almost 400 years.
I know they live a long time, but what's their life expectancy?
Usually about 3 centuries.
He's a long-lived friend
wow.
of mine. Everyone calls him Old Man Full. I want to chat with him one more time
Old Man
before
Phobe,
he dies.
she said?
He's a long-lived friend of mine. Everyone calls him Old Man Full. I want to chat with him
Full,
one more
but
time
it's
before he...
spelled V-O-L-L.
All right.
Wow, you're all hard, huh?
A rare opportunity. There probably aren't many people who can talk about the past with you. I see why you're looking forward
Yeah, she seems
to it.
excited.
I suppose I can accept a detour if it's that important.
She's so
to you.
cute.
Thank you, Fern.
I love the way
Stay
they
for a
animate
decade
her.
or so.
Yeah.
We're staying 1 week at most.
All right. Do we buy that?
Also, the music of the show is
So
fantastic.
good.
I hope they won an award, whoever made this music.
Yeah.
I'd say this and Attack on Titan are my top 2.
Is that the village?
Yeah. I mean, that's very fair.
Oh, there he is!
Wow.
Oh.
Still
Old
guarding.
Man Full. It's been a while. You see? I did my best with the stories, but nothing could live up to the real thing.
This guy looks too old to stand up.
Don't be a dick!
To his face?
Remind me, who
What if he
are
beats
you
him up?
again?
Beat him up.
He's totally decrepit.
Come on, it's me, Frieren.
He's old man. He's like Torino.
Ah, yes, I remember you now.
What's the point in pretending to be senile?
Whoa!
Nice.
Most deaths
That's
in
the
battle
point.
come from the careless underestimation of your opponent. Arrogance is the greatest weakness of people and demons alike.
I hope he teaches him
Ooh.
something
Trouble
new.
standing?
I mean, he's
It
learning
doesn't
right
matter
now.
How strong you are. An injury can be the end of anyone, especially if that person doesn't defend themselves. If I had drawn my sword, you'd be down one leg, young man.
Your strategies are as underhanded as ever.
Yes, indeed. It's good to see you, Frieren.
Wonder if he's like
Please
the
make yourself
trickier
at home.
version of Aizen.
Wait, Frieren! I can't walk.
That's fine. You'll be training
He
here
clocked
with him.
him.
Anyway.
Really got him.
Wow.
Right. That old man is really something else.
Yeah, dang.
You're more than welcome to use the firewood.
Fern, if we're going to be here for 10 years, we'll need to find some work.
We talked about this. We're staying for a week, remember?
10 years.
She just loves it here that much.
A carrot.
So she really loves
I
this
love
guy.
how carrots
loves
grow.
the dwarf. Yeah. I don't think I've seen her this excited to see someone.
Yeah,
Like even the other elf she wasn't excited to see.
very true.
This is a small village. Sometimes we struggle to find help during the
Beautiful
harvest, so
horse.
Yeah.
It's not like we have anything else to do.
thank you. Well, anyway, this is the happiest I've ever seen Old Man Full. Until your party arrived, I didn't know that he had any friends.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's a senile old man.
That's sad, but
Conversations are a
sweet.
struggle for him. He's defended the village from monsters and demons for longer than we've been alive.
That's
But
so
no one
awesome.
even knows why. He's like our protective deity.
So he's always been lonely then.
I'm gonna guard this spot. I love that.
Ah, so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, he's training him. Yay. Each person got a whole chicken. Awesome.
Sounds good. I've eaten a whole rotisserie chicken.
Ooh, cool.
A tripping arc?
We had one of those in our campaign. Say it. Oh, she's so
Week really
happy.
flies by,
Yeah.
doesn't it? How is Stark?
He's improved a great deal for 1 week. Humans develop quickly.
They do. I've been meaning to say thank you, by the way. I didn't understand back then, but I'm grateful now. All those years ago, you gave me a reason to get to know Himmel and the others.
Oh.
What made you decide to take this post, Old Man Full?
It's ancient history now. Doesn't matter.
People don't often risk their lives for something that doesn't matter.
It was my wife. This is the village she loved. I will protect it until I die. She was a human.
Oh no.
I'm keeping a promise to someone the world has long forgotten. Through this act, I remember. I'm sorry, but I won't say anything further. How could I describe her? Her face, her voice, the light I saw in her eyes. This is my memory, and I will carry it alone. It sounds silly, doesn't it? Keeping a promise to the dead. Guarding a home she'd no longer recognize.
Yes, it does. But it still matters. Living or dead, you made a promise to someone you love. She'd be glad to know you've kept it.
Himmel, you have the makings of a great hero.
Oh, no.
I have no doubt that you'll defeat the Demon King. My wife's greatest wish was to lead an ordinary life in the era of peace that the defeat of the Demon King would surely have brought about. I will carry your memory, as I have carried hers.
Don't get me wrong, I love the idea, but you have more important memories to focus on. And our stories are covered. Frieren and Eisen will know them.
I won't live nearly as long as she will.
Oh, yes. Guess it'll be your job then. You'll be the one to carry our memories into the future.
Oh.
Won't you?
I guess if I have to.
I see. You've
If
been
I have
blessed
to.
with good companions.
Oh, Frieren, remind me later. I have a collection of handsome poses to show you for your recollections.
Maybe I won't remember you.
Oh, well,
You
that
showed
does
me the
make
poses,
sense.
But
Yeah.
I doubt it was actually necessary.
He does he
Almost
remember?
feels like
it?
a waste of a memory.
Tell me something. Do you remember that hero's face?
Can you pause it for a sec?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Second he said my wife, I'm like, oh, boy.
Here we go. I was thinking about wearing mascara today.
Well, glad we didn't.
Wow.
Her philosophy is pretty much to bring her like loved ones' memories into the future.
Yeah.
So I guess so. I've been wondering why Frieren doesn't like put her memory down, and I think it's because she knows she's gonna be here. So like she doesn't need to have her memories kept alive, whereas her goal is to keep the other memories alive.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like cleaning the statue, putting his flowers around them. Like, whole journey's been just doing that time and time again.
Yeah, that was a promise she made. So.
Yeah, that she said, if I have to.
I guess.
Yeah. Vol.
God.
Or full. That, like, I get it.
Love a man who loves his wife.
Yep. Like, Omni-Man. Take notes.
Dude. Literally. She's like a pet because I only knew her for a part of my life. Shut up.
Like,
fuck you.
Like, honestly, we were talking about it in another scene of his show, and it was like kind of that, but this is like literally
exactly.
Like, he lives much longer than that, yes, but it doesn't change. If he lived 1,000,000 years, he wouldn't. He
would still just guard her village,
guard her memory.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
He showed me the poses, but I doubt it was actually necessary.
But she remembers them.
Feels like a waste of a memory.
That's not a waste.
No.
Remember that hero's face?
Yes, of course I do.
And his voice?
Please don't insult me. I remember everything. Himmel is the reason I decided I'd get to know people at all.
Oh.
Like your reason for defending this village from danger. It matters to me.
I see. I can't remember. It's all gone now.
Oh,
her face,
no.
Her voice.
Oh, that's
the
why
light
they
I saw in
animated
her
it like
eyes.
that.
And yet, I continue. I protect the village as I swore I would, because it matters to me.
He can't quite remember it.
It's been so
I
long.
never knew you had a sense of humor, old man Full.
By the way,
what's funny?
Hold on. Before the comments flood in, I feel like that may be lost in the translation somehow. Would be my guess.
Okay.
Or let's just listen to it again because that was a strange.
If not, explain the joke, please.
And yet, I continue. I protect the village as I swore I would, because it matters to me.
I never knew you had a sense of humor, old man Full.
Somebody in Patreon, but like it just.
Please explain. Thank you.
Where is your party headed?
We're going to Aureole, the land where souls rest.
And
Maybe he'll see his wife.
Enda, where the Demon King's castle is.
I see. So you're finally setting off to defeat the Demon King. That era of peace she talked about. I hope
Doesn't he
it's
remember that
everything
he's
she
dead?
dreamed of.
He is a little senile.
Old man Full. The Demon King is already.
What is it?
I'm just forming a memory. Something of you to carry with me into the future.
Oh.
That sounds nice.
She's become so much more mindful.
Yeah. And also it means that he's about to pass on.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I got to see you at the end of my life.
You said that exact same thing when we spoke 80 years ago.
Well, very sad, but
Devastating.
yeah. But so I think
also sweet.
So I think you have a good sense of humor was saying essentially like, no, there's no way you actually forgot it. Like you're joking with me again. And then when he was like the Demon King's not dead, she fully realized
it.
He's starting to actually forget.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But sad, but she'll carry his memory.
Yeah.
Not discouraged by it.
And he can be with his wife.
Yeah.
Goodbye, old
Yeah,
man
that's
Full.
gonna be so nice.
Take care.
And then they can see both of them together.
Yeah.
Frieren,
I need that.
I dreamed of my wife last night.
Really?
Perhaps reminiscing with you shook something loose that was buried deep in my memory.
No.
See you later.
Or did she cast a spell? I don't know. Wait. Did we get a spell earlier that was about dreams?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but just maybe. That's Luffy's hat. The One Piece.
What was that about?
I'm looking for someone. I joined up with your party for a reason. You remember, right?
Because it was a lifelong dream of yours to travel with a sexy older woman?
That's important too, but it's not the main thing. I'm traveling with you for this, an old friend. He left my village 10 years ago, and it's time we saw each other again.
I remember you telling us about him.
A photo? Wow, these are rare.
Yeah, they never really
Mage
happened, I
came
guess.
through
Yeah.
town. He agreed to take this photo of the two of us.
Who's that mage? When we meet that mage.
Mm-hmm.
It seems we're following the same
Short brown
roads. I've actually met several people who've seen him. We can
Wait,
probably
so
keep going
he's
north.
still
okay.
around.
Eventually.
All right.
That was 10 years
Well, it'll
ago.
be a big fun
Surprised so many
reunion.
People remember seeing him.
Well, he's the type to leave an impression. And he has a unique name.
Oh, really? What is it then?
Goes by Gorilla Warrior.
What?
That is unique.
Oh,
Well, his memory's being kept alive.
what is his real name?
His real name.
He doesn't even know.
I called
Just
him
goes by
Warrior for
Gorilla.
years. Everyone in the village did. To
That's
be
all they
honest,
called him?
He didn't give us much of a choice.
And
That's so
just go
funny.
along with it?
By the way, I'm known as Goatee Priest.
Even worse.
Did people call you that before you were a priest with a goatee?
I can't believe we're still talking about this.
His real name doesn't matter. People will remember the one he chose for himself.
So is he a monk? Okay, if the thing we haven't seen, we haven't actually seen a druid, somebody who can actually transform into an animal. If he could turn into a gorilla, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
But if not, if he does like kung fu with like a gorilla style, that'd also be cool. And that's a monk type combat.
Okay.
More
Once
beautiful
we cross
music.
the canyon,
Mhm.
it's about 1 more week to Oysterst. Pretty soon we'll finally be in the magical city.
This leg of our journey has felt so long.
And for once, I'm blameless. Usually it's my fault, but I didn't do anything wrong this time.
Would you mind if we make a stop in this village? The road branches, and I'd like to know which path to follow.
Of course. I think we could all use a little break.
Excuse me. Did someone who went by Gorilla pass through here
We're
in the past 10
dying
years?
yarn.
That's a
Gorgeous.
question.
Oh, you mean Mr. Gorilla Warrior?
Huh.
Knows him.
He's the type to leave an impression, and he has
Wait,
such...
what was that in the back from Stark?
In the past 10 years?
Also, they're kind of like them. The
question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean Mr. Gorilla Warrior?
He knows him.
He's the type to leave an
Like,
impression,
yeah, that
and
one-
he has such a unique name.
I didn't think that was Stark. I think
Oh,
that was
he's
the guy
remembering.
saying under
Okay,
his
okay,
breath,
okay,
like,
okay.
oh, I
Gotcha.
don't know.
You mean Mr. Gorilla Warrior?
He knows him.
He's the
It-
type
it's
to
not
leave an
the-
Oh,
impression,
wait.
and he has such
Okay.
a unique name.
Maybe you are right.
It was a long time ago, but he defeated a monster for us.
You wouldn't happen to know where he went after that, would you?
That's a little harder to recall. Mr. Gorilla had a pretty good relationship with the stubborn old woman who lives up on the plateau. You should try asking her.
Stubborn old
Is she hot?
He's like, wait, hold on.
Pause.
I'm a stubborn old
Oh.
woman, as you can see. I'm not telling you for free, son.
Oh, I guess she calls herself that.
What do we have to do?
Well, she probably loved Gorilla Warrior. Stubborn old woman.
They had a good
Gorilla
relationship.
Warrior.
Think of a few
Well, like their
things
Tale
names.
as old as
to earn the
time.
information. First,
Huh.
you will deliver this letter to a man named Nago.
I didn't know she'd have us running errands.
It reminds me of my adventures with Himmel.
You did things like this with a
Oh.
great hero?
Helping people with
That's
ordinary
cute.
tasks was a daily occurrence for us. And most of the time, those errands evolved into troublesome hunts for either treasure or monsters.
Please don't
Wait,
jinx
sorry,
us
can you
like
go
that.
back? I just gotta point something out.
What?
The level of detail.
Here?
Go back one more. Look at the hair tie on this braid.
It's crazy.
It would be the easiest thing in the world to just do a band. But that's like not always how it goes, especially if you're like in a rush.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, look how detailed the hair in general is. Like,
Yeah.
with that, but that's such a nice little and you can even see it's like tightening around.
No,
it,
it's like what happens when you're like doing your hair fast and it just doesn't quite go all the way and it bunches
Aw.
and turns and it's just like its own thing.
Yeah, that's cute. And also a really good detail.
It was a daily
Yeah.
occurrence for us.
Like
And
someone
most of the
really
time,
had
those
to
errands
notice that.
evolved into
Yeah.
troublesome hunts for either treasure or monsters.
Please don't jinx us like that.
Monsters or not, we should do everything we can to get her to open up to us.
Oh, I love blacksmithing.
Fun fact, Kenny was a blacksmith.
I was.
And at camp taught people how to blacksmith and made me a sign of my name. And then the cabin he was in burned down, not with him, but with the sign in it. And the sign survived.
Yep. All my belongings, everything I had, gone, but the sign came out and we still have it.
Yeah.
Oh.
A chicken? Oh. Whoa.
Whoa.
Lots of strange
The stubborn
beasts.
old thing just refuses to open up to us. I'm
On
starting to see
brand.
why everyone calls her that now.
Yeah, they've done so
I'm
much.
sorry. If Himmel or Heiter were here, convincing her to talk to us would have only taken hours.
It's too bad that everyone in our party is socially awkward.
They need the face. That's what I was saying. Like, they need somebody that's like, they don't have a charismatic person.
Exactly. We need someone flirty.
They're going to polish the statues of the heroes.
I'll show you the way. It's a stone carving of the heroes that supposedly saved the whole world a long time ago. But that's all I know about the thing. A couple of forgotten heroes. No one even knows their names, but we've looked after it for generations.
A couple of forgotten heroes, huh?
Kind of like the memory of the town.
Right?
What? How did you know about that?
Wait, do you say you're a priest or your brother's a priest?
No names, young man. You're goatee priest, right?
Oh, goatee priest.
How did you know about that?
So he was told.
He's
she was told by Guerrilla Warrior.
This is the statue.
A priest and a warrior.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
It's just like
Kind
them.
of grown over.
Mr. Zine and Mr. Gorilla.
Yeah.
I recognize the warrior, but I'm not sure how. Oh, it's a statue of Kraft.
Whoa.
You're right.
It looks just like
Wow, yeah.
Well, we should get started while there's light.
Why is he...
Zine?
Does he know the
I
warrior?
see. So the warrior's name is Kraft. And this one?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's no matter.
So Kraft, whose whole thing is like, who's going to remember my accomplishments and who's going to... Besides
Is
the
getting
goddess.
like randomly recognized.
Yeah, well, and also remembered by the town. They're still
Yeah.
keeping up with it.
Yeah.
And this one?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's no matter.
What's this statue?
Don't they look just like us? According to the chief,
Oh.
these guys were a duo of ancient heroes, but nobody I talk to remembers their names. We won't end up like that, though. Our legend won't be an easy one to forget.
We'll make crazy
I'm going to
names.
change the world like Himmel and become an unforgettable hero.
Oh.
It's our fate to be forgotten. Even the most vibrant stories will fade. Himmel did amazing things with his time in this world, but his story is no different.
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds impossible to make a mark.
You think I could have muscles like that if I worked out hard enough? I've got a new name! From now on, call me Guerrilla Warrior! Why would
I
we
love
do
it.
that? Because if I want to become an unforgettable hero, then I need a more memorable name.
He gets branding.
Yeah. And he hasn't been forgotten
Strange
once.
approach,
No.
but it's worth a try. Goatee priest. Now, how's that for unforgettable?
He was named that before.
Wow.
And then he grew the goatee.
Stop.
You should grow one when you can. Might
Oh,
look good.
like that one. Oh, so this whole statue inspired
wow.
them. Wow. I wonder if he forgot about that.
We're finally done.
Well, he definitely remembers it, but
That
like
was a lot of
he hasn't
work.
come back to it.
If only it was a bronze statue. I could
Could have just polished it with the spell, yeah.
I made Gorilla polish it too a while back. You lot did a much better job of it than he did, though.
Fighting is pretty much all he's good for.
Yeah, he's not gorilla cleaner.
Whatever else you say about him, his name sure was memorable. Gorilla talked about you all the time. His friend Goatee Priest.
They're on a first name
He said the
basis.
two of you would become heroes whose names would be remembered forever. Foolish.
I hope he joins the party.
That would be really cool.
Because then they'd have their charismatic type.
Yeah.
And he would achieve his goal and be able to get onto their goal.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, he would be down for, the hero.
Perfect.
You'll find him.
Did you figure out where Gorilla went?
Yeah, tour. It's a trading city in the middle of the northern lands.
That's
Okay.
a long way to the east.
On the way.
Ooh,
It's
east.
the
No.
opposite direction of Voicehurst.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not on the way. Are they going to split up?
Now?
They're not going to split up.
No.
Nope. Good thing we're watching the next one, but damn. No, we're not. I refuse to accept that he's leaving. I refuse. I like him too much.
Yeah. Maybe he goes for like 2 seconds, finds him, and then comes back.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
I want it all to be perfect right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go. Tell him he shouldn't be grabbing you with full force and make up with him. Those two
Great
should just
work.
date already.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you did in there, but I can tell that you worked your very hardest, Sign.
Maybe he's going to be like, I need some of my own adventures before I go meet him to tell him stories. And
Sure.
then change the order because now he knows he didn't die and that he's good.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
Manifest it, King.
Yeah, but that's where we're left for episode 16 of Frieren. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you're excited for more episodes coming every Saturday. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted at Patreon in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. David Bodor asks, what effect do you think seeing Old Man Voll's relationship with his long-departed wife had on Frieren and or Himmel?
That was so sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty, direct example of differing lifespans not meaning that love will fade or that the love isn't real or wasn't real. It's sadder, but at the same time, if that's your person, that's just what you do.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I think for her, it simplified things to instead of worrying about not remembering people, not remembering the people around her, or just worrying that you shouldn't make connections with people because they're going to be gone and then nobody will remember it.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that each one contains memories that you can then carry on, and therefore you're keeping them alive in that way.
Totally.
And the way he spoke about his wife, it conjured up an image so immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's a representation of how carrying the memories can keep them relevant and present in your life. And that's so what Frieren has been doing this whole time.
Totally.
And we've been kind of predicting that, but to hear the exact sort of start point of what inspired that was really cool to see. And even when he was forgetting her, he still knew the promise he made that is linked to keeping her alive. So in that way, whatever sort of sentimental message that he was sending to the universe is still being sent.
For sure.
And that's true love. And I think that's a great way to look at life.
Mm-hmm.
And on Himmel, what effect do you think it had on Himmel? Seeing somebody so much past the person that they loved, still thinking about them and living on with.
I think for Himmel, the thing about that situation that probably affected him more was Old Man Voll continuing to protect the village for her.
Really? I feel, continue.
Yeah, because it's the personification of the legacy, right? And if you're a hero, if you're a regular person, the thing that carries on is where you live or the thing that you care about. But if you're a hero, it's your legacy. So knowing that so far after life, someone would still be maintaining the legacy, I think that was an important thing.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that angle. I'm sure that definitely made an impact. I feel the more significant thing I'd see is that he's seeing somebody who is akin to Frieren, and he's akin to the wife of the old man.
Oh, wait,
and
you're
he's
totally right.
Wait a second. Even when I'm gone, a person whose lifespan far surpasses me, I can still be their one true love and be remembered and cherished by them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was a big part of him that was Frieren isn't super showing her affection towards me, but I definitely love her. Will she even remember me? Am I even going to be important?
Someone like me can be everything to someone like her.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's a way better way to put it. But yeah, that's what I was thinking is kind of what he pulled from it. But
yeah.
I pulled tears away from my eyes.
Yes.
That was, I love. And even when it's lost, knowing that he spent all those years in that love was just beautiful. Yeah. But
I'm crying again.
Our second question. Pull it together, Mrs. Letts.
No shot.
Nathaniel Warner asks, we see a statue of forgotten heroes who saved the world, one of them being Kraft. The statues are so old they're made out of stone, and no one remembers them or what they did specifically. Does this give any new insights or thoughts on Kraft compared to when we first met him, and do you think the same thing will eventually happen to Frieren? Definitely gives me more insight, because like his whole like, well, like now I just pretty much have to know that the goddess is going to eventually like praise me, because quite literally we just saw even where there's a statue, nobody can remember him. Like,
yeah.
So he's been here a long while, and I think I was right. If you look at his face, he has lines on his face as an elf. So like that means you're really old, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he has these little...
I thought those were maybe like eye dimples.
It could very well be, but I just think any level of lines on the face indicates some level of age. So for an elf is like pretty significant.
He's an old elf.
Yeah, so I feel like it makes sense now that he's sort of resigned to it and done that, and he doesn't seem unhappy, like he's found peace with it. But I don't know if Frieren would be content to accept that the people... Would Frieren be content to be forgotten like him? Which would hurt her more, being forgotten like he has, or her friends like the other guy in the statue not being remembered? Like, which is the thing that is important to her?
I think she cares more about keeping her promise to her friends. She hasn't really seemed to want like the fanfare and the legacy.
She's also like a young elf though.
I guess that's true, where it's like she's still in the teenage phase. I'm never gonna die. Nothing's ever gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
I guess. And then for the second part of the question, yeah, I think it's inevitable. I mean, once enough time goes by, no matter what your statue's made of, it's gonna crumble and, you know, dust to dust.
Yeah. At what point does Frieren start going that direction? I don't know. Like, she doesn't believe in the goddess, and maybe this trip to like the afterlife is gonna be illuminating, because ultimately most of the people there will have been alive like forever almost. So
totally.
I don't know.
I wonder what the like afterlife situation is. Is it just like living regular life? You're just in a special place, or is time different there?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I really have no idea what this heaven situation is going to be like.
Totally.
It's like rare for a show to go there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to see, but let's go to our final question. All right, final question. HBomb24 asks, what do you think Zine will decide to do now that he's aware the friend he's been searching for is in the opposite direction of the magic castle Frieren's going to?
I'm afraid he may be branching off. I know you hate to hear that.
No.
I also hate to hear that. I've enjoyed him as part of the team.
And we need a charismatic person. We can't afford... Let me put it this way. This story can't afford for him to just leave the party. Like,
what if they find a better replacement?
Another priest? No. You can't set that up and then just be like, here's another one. No. They're going to somehow find a way for him to stay in. Maybe they make a detour because they're not in a rush.
Yeah, maybe something that they need to get in... Maybe something that they need for later in their journey is where the other guy is.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
Hopefully.
All right.
I hope he stays in the party because I really like his vibes, and he's just got to... But then again, his whole story has been looking for him, so like, it'd be strange. Like, what?
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for his character to just be like, fuck it.
We're in a rocket.
I'll go later.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, not to relate everything back to my D&D campaign, but literally we are on a mission going towards the Blight Queen, and I just learned my wife is in fact alive. So I know where to go to find trackers to get to her. So like, I'm in a situation where I'm kind of like that.
Yeah.
I almost considered telling DM like, hey, I'm going to leave. I'll make a new character. But so maybe that's what they're going to do. They're going to have him leave, and then they'll bring in another priest. But that'd be so sad. I want him to stay. Yeah, we'll have to see. But that's where we're left for episode 16 of Frieren. Are we excited for episode 17?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.